tell you, Fundis will be the death of me. When this floor Fundi. Hello. Today is Monday, the 13th of December. And this part was supposed to be me being like, hey, what's up? We are about to start sanding the floors and everything. But now I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I spoke to my guys. We've been speaking a lot like last week. Because I know we even spoke on on Friday, where they're like, oh, we can just come tomorrow, which was Saturday. I was like, no, because I had to go pick up the stuff on Saturday and everything. So they said, cool, we'll be there first thing Monday morning by 8 a.m. It's now 10. It's 10:20. I called him at 10, because yesterday I sent him the pin and everything and told him how to get here, all that. The thing is, I called him when it figured like 9, it was like 9:40. And I was like, hey, Kwani, you're lost. And he said, no, we are on our way. So he's like, do you have everything? I'm like, yes. And then he's like, oh, did you get wood glue? I was like, oh, you hadn't asked me to get that. So now I'm just getting, I don't know, there's like some vibe is just off. Because when I called and he said, no, we are actually on our way, it sounded like he was in like a hall, a room. So I was like, I usually trust my gut. My gut is usually very spot on. And right now my gut is telling me this guy is not coming. They are not coming. And I don't know if they're not coming today or if they're not coming at all. My issue with that is if he wasn't planning on coming, he should have told me on that Friday or Saturday when we were talking so that I could make other arrangements so that I could continue with my work today. Instead of like, because then now you're wasting a full day. And you know, with everything happening, a full day is like a lot of time for me. A full day is pushing when I can move in. You know, like a full day kind of translates into a lot of other things.
Guru? Ukuna kila kitu?
Si nilikwambia nilinunua kila kitu Saturday.
Niko Kimede. Niko Nateremka.
Aya, so ndo nauliza hiyo wood glue nanunua inatoshana aje? Juu janiambia huko umeniandikia ndo nitumane. Nilikuwa natuma mtu wa bodaboda.
Wewe sasa hadi anateremka.
Si ako tu hapa, hardware iko hapa chini. It's 5 minutes away from where I am. Haiendi mbali.
Okay. Sasa?
Uko sure?
Niko yeah.
Unajua utakuwa ukishika simu zangu mpaka umefanya nishtuke.
Ona. Niko home. Nilikuwa weekend. Alafu ilikuwa maneno ya Christmas nini. Lakini isaidi kukimede.
Aya.
Iko anateremka remove.
Aya, sawa.
It's a few minutes.
Sawa.
Yeah. Yes.
Aya.
Tafadhali nitumanie lita 2. Alafu nikuje. Aya. Si atinakuja niko kwa barabara.
Aya.
Hata si vizuri ati ninafika kwa saidi alafu hakuna material.
Material ziko. Si nakwambia nilienda kushop Saturday.
Ile kitu kusai tunahitaji kwa sai. Ni material kufanya repair.
Hiyo sinakwambia kuna hardware tu hapa hivi. Hiyo ni kuitisha tu, itafika hata before ufike.
Okay, sawa.
Aya. God, this man is giving me such different energy. That's not the energy he had when we were talking before. This energy is like, when he didn't know it was the weekend, when he told me he's coming on Monday, as in you didn't know Mondays after a weekend. Come on, that's not okay. Because it's almost 11. It's almost 11 and you had said they're coming here by 8. No. We're gonna breathe.
Cross my heart, I never meant to hurt you, but now you're slipping through my fingers as the darkness in me lingers. for possibilities. Lately got the best of me, yeah. You got the best of me, embracing our insecurities. Better to cry and set us free, yeah. Oh no. We're running out of space between good and bad. Running out of words to apologize. Nothing left to say between you and I. You and I. And I. You and I. I've done my part, no reason left to keep you.
Venye naiona. Hebu sikia.
Was praying for possibilities. Lately you got the best of me, yeah. Yeah. We're running out of space between good and bad. Running out of words to apologize. Nothing left to say between you and I. You and I. And I. You and I. Cross my heart, I never meant to hurt you. And now you're slipping through my fingers as the bad inside me lingers. Running out of space between good and bad. Running out of words to apologize. Nothing left to say between you and I. You and I.
Good morning. Hello. Hi. How are you? Today's a good day because we are finally sanding the floors. So we're going to sand and seal them today. And then tomorrow we're going to come and apply the 2-pack vanish thing, morning and evening, and then leave it to dry. So we are going to sand the floors and make them look sparkling and new. Yesterday the sanding guys were here. They came to confirm things that needed to be repaired so that we could figure out how many pieces of wood we would need to do the repairs with, and then they're going to sand the floors, then do the sanding sealer. So I kind of have a schedule because my plan is to move in on Saturday. Today's Tuesday, for context. Today's Tuesday. I have a couple of things that I have to do before then. One of them being I have to fence and put up a gate. Is that going to be done before Saturday? At this very moment as I stand here before you, no. I'm not I don't think so. But for me it's something that I can work on while I'm in here. But a lot can happen between now and Saturday. So I never put off stuff because like doing the gate will take 2 days, and in those the same 2 days would be enough for us to do the gates and the fencing because that can be done at the same time. So I'm just trying to make sure that this place is secure in a way that there's only one way in, one way out. So if you get through that gate, you're only coming here. There's no, I'm going to, no. This is the only place you can access through that, right? So that. The other thing is, these guys have 3 dogs. I have 3 cats. You get, you see where this is going? So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out this. I had gone to check for, what is it called? They're called offcuts or something of wood, because I want it to be something that provides privacy as well, because it's going to take a while for a hedge to grow back there. Because initially it was like, oh, I can do a wire mesh with them poles, and the barbed wire thing. But I'm like, that's then plants a hedge at the back. But a hedge is going to take a while to grow. I think the amount of time that I should give a hedge to properly get to the height that I would need it to get to would probably be 1 year, right? I'm assuming it takes around that time to get like a proper looking hedge.
You close your eyes, turn hands to fists. I know that sign will make me hit. Calm down, we can fight this. Baby, calm down, let's rewind this. Yeah, we will sin to make us last. Oh yeah, we'll drown, we'll swim too fast. Come on, we can make up. Honey, come on, let's not break up. Like a firefly, burn till the day we die.
So I called this guy. It was 9:30. The guys were supposed to do the floors. Now it's like 10:15. I called this guy and he's like, I've decided we do it tomorrow. I'm like, no, you're messing with my timelines. We agreed on today. Actually, we had agreed on yesterday. He didn't do. We agreed on today. And I even gave him a down payment, Jana. After he came, we figured out we need these many pieces of mbaos. I gave him, there's money to go buy the mbaos. Now he's like, they can't be found. I'm like, no, I know I can make calls and find those mbaos. And they can be brought here. So now he's like, because at here I was thinking we'd do tomorrow. And I was like, no. First of all, how do you decide without informing me that you've decided to push the work we're supposed to do? I'm like, no, that does not work with my timelines. Because he's like, let me see what I can do. I've had to call him. He's like, I've sent someone to pick up them. But I'm like, so now suddenly you found them. I will definitely not be recommending him to anyone. I'm paying him full price. Like, I don't. How do you decide that you've pushed the work without communicating with the client that the work is being pushed? You've not agreed with me. Because I need to be able to have to start painting that room. If you keep pushing, what will change? What will make him not push tomorrow and then say, no, let's do the day after? He'll just keep pushing it. So now I'm like, no, you only have two choices. You either come do it today or send back the down payment and I'm going to call someone else, they come do the job. Now suddenly, he's like, I'm sending someone, we're doing it today. I'm definitely not recommending him to anyone. I should have listened to my gut yesterday. When he kept doing the whole, I'm coming. My gut told me yesterday. My gut told me and I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry. I should have listened. My gut is always right. So I'm like, if it figures 12 and he's not here, I'll just tell him, don't bother. Just send me back my money and then I'll contract someone to come do the work tomorrow. I won't even tell him that. I'll just be like, okay, just do this. Send me my money back. I'm not going to work with you. There's another guy I've spoken to. I'll just call him and be like, okay, can you be here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.? It's almost midday. Still not here. His guys are still not here. So he's making the excuse that he couldn't find the mbaos and he had to send a boda. Me, I can assure you, I can assure you that if I had sent my Buddha guy, because me, I know where we can find it, and I even told him I know where we can get those mbaos, because I know they're hard to get. Option 2, which is what I had suggested from Jana, was let's just use kawaida mbaos and then stain them. Stain so that they match the color of the other mbaos, right? So we can even get like the pines or the whatever, just kawaida pieces of wood, stain it. I spoke to another person, they said, because cedar is hard to find, we can play around with mahogany because they almost look similar. I don't have a problem with that color line looking slightly different from the rest of them, because for me I was like, I can stain that to look like, because there's stains. That's why stains exist. People buy pine and stain it to look like mahogany every single day. So I was like, we can just get pine or cypress and stain it. I also said that I can just send a Buddha guy to pick them up, and he refused. He said he'd come with them because of course he wants to get kickbacks. He wants to make more money out of that situation. So now, tomorrow we're supposed to be done with the floors and everything. Now it's going to be till Thursday. Because it's like, oh, they're coming, they'll make sure that before the end of the day today, that the repairs are done. And then first thing tomorrow we do is the sanding. Yani, let me tell you. I'm not going to let him and his shenanigans interfere with my nini. I want to finish with the exterior work. So it's now 4 p.m. These guys are not here. There's a guy who's been calling me since like 1, and he's not following instructions. He's not listening. He's literally not following instructions. When you go to tell him what he needs to do, he just hangs up. So I've called him and I'm like, you guys are playing games with me and I'm not here for fucking games. And that's him now. And again, not following instructions. He keeps, hello?
Ya, nishaingia na hii njia.
Tembea mpaka mwisho hiyo njia.
Nimetembea hadi mwisho wake.
Unaona kwenye kuna hiyo mti kubwa? Unaona hizo nyumba ziko hapo?
Niko hapo.
Kuna hiyo nyumba ya white.
Hii yenye iko na mlango ya black.
So now he's here, but I'm not letting him do anything because it's 4. There's nothing that's going to be done. I've already made arrangements for someone else to come tomorrow and do the work. So my plan is very simple. They're going to take the money that it costs for fare to get here, and I'm going to get my money back because I'm not with the shenanigans. His boss is not picking my calls. He's refusing to pick calls. He picked, I said, it's 4 and your guy is not here. And he's like, oh, unasema nini? When I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm going to work with you. Then he hangs up. And now he won't pick my calls. So I'm going to make this guy call him. He's going to stand here until I get my money. Then he's going to leave. And that's it. And I'm going to tell you who that company is so that you do not ever find yourself working with them. So let me go deal with it now. And then that's it. Because I can't do with this shenanigans. It makes no fucking sense. And it's a waste of my time, energy, and money. Which I can't do. I can't do that. So, because he's thinking he's smarter than everyone, I've already called someone else. So, I can't do this. Because I can't trust them to do this work tomorrow. I just can't. Pigia boss. This is what it looks like right now. We started sanding. So just check. Like, that's what it was looking like. Like, you can really see the contrast. No angles. It's looking really neat. We are finally sanding the floors after the mishaps, the fundis, the randomness. My money hasn't been sent back, but he's going to send back that money. I've sent his information to someone who will call him and make sure he sends back my money. But look at that. So this is like the first round with the grittier paper, and then they'll do the one for smoothening. That's what I've been told. But these floors, like, when you look at that, even when we cleaned, would you ever imagine that that's what that looks like underneath? Like, from that to that. The house even looks clean if you ignore all the sawdust. And the sawdust goes in here. And apparently this bag can fill up to 3 times in one sanding. As in, it's like over here now. And it's very, very dusty. I had thought that he had come here and worked today as they do this. It's so loud, you can't do shit. But they've said they'll let me sand. They're going to let me do a portion. And then that will be the Muthoni portion. But I like the way the floors are looking. We're looking healthy. There's burn marks on the floor. I don't know who was doing what when at this point, but the funny thing is this is where you'd expect burns. Okay, we haven't done this yet, but this side of the floor doesn't actually have burns because that's where the fireplace is, right? So this needs to be filled up, so we'll fill up with this and the wood glue, and then that will do the thing. But is looking good. We are yet to do this spot because this place has to be leveled before we put this. I told my Fundi and he was like, no, they'll just put them. So they've said no, we have to level it because this is the level of the floor over here, and this is the level that's in it, so it has to all be till here, so it's straight. That way they don't wobble, they all fit in the closet because that's where the stuff is, so that the dust doesn't get in there and make everything dusty. We will just, it will stay as is because it's just somewhere over here and we don't know the issue, so it will be leveled, but that side will be just slightly higher than this side. It's because removing, if we want to fix this, we'd have to remove like until the place that's leveled like that, and then we'd probably have to put stuff underneath, which is too much work. So I'd rather we just tone this down so that you don't see the height thing. Yeah, so it will just be flat, but this cut section will be slightly higher because it's a small section, it's on the edge. Won't affect anything because the bed will be here anyway, so it's not really going to affect anything. So we're going to dump our first bag. Tokeni hapa. It's me again with my patty. Oh wait, and a shit ton of paint that now I'm just transferring everywhere. I had placed this on top of something that had paint. Anyway, so I remember last time, I think it's the last video, you can hear the sanding, it's ongoing. The floors are being sanded. So I tried the machine. It's like really heavy. It sort of pulls you, right? It has like so you have to like lean back so that it doesn't carry you with its weight. So that's what we're doing. I'm here with more patty because I want to finish up on the windows. I want to finish up on cleaning up all the windows. So I am going to finish up on the windows. It was raining and I am hoping that this is the last of the rain for the day, because the morning I had to just stand around and not do much because the work that I wanted to do is on the exterior, which I couldn't do while it was raining. So now that it stopped and the sun is coming out, thank you for listening to me, sun, because I did ask you to come out and here you are. Thank you, I appreciate you. We are going to finish up on cleaning up our windows. That way we can start painting the other windows, because I'm trying to see if I can finish on all the exterior work today and tomorrow as they finish up on the floors, because there's not much that I can do in there as they work on that. It's very dusty because of the floor thingies. That's why I have a mask, because when you're going in there it's important to cover up. So let's get this going. Yesterday we put up the window in the second bedroom, and let me tell you, I am happy to finally have a window, because that's like the brightest room in the house at this moment. It's the most lit up room naturally, which is good. So we had covered it up with papers and stuff because there was no window. So I decided to just close up the dining window and just remove that stuff and put it in the guest bedroom, because that's where the window is going to go, because we are going to have a door on this side. That way I can paint. When I paint the exterior, it's only this side of the house where the door is going to go that will look shabby, and everything else will look complete and done, and there'll be a reason for that. Can you see him? That's Peanut. That's my friend. His name is Peanut. So huwa ina soak ndani ya mbao ama ina create tu like a layer?
Hii ina soak na ina protect pia mbao, inakuwa kama layer ya plastic. Like a plastic seal. So even if the water spills in the floor,
so this is what protects the nini?
The wood.
Okay. So nice. This is after the sanding sealer. As you can tell, it's drying matte because it dries matte. Oh, I wonder what they were doing here. I just noticed all these tiny spots. Can you see them? So this part hasn't been knitted yet because we're waiting for this to kind of dry up before we do anything. This section here. So this is what we are looking like, but I think we look good. It smells really bad. This is my favorite spot still. Look at the floors. So this is after the sanding sealer. That's what we're looking like. So now the 2-pack application is about to begin. That will be like 2 coats of that, so it will be applied and then left for a couple of hours, about 2 hours, and then another coat will be done. See the gloss. In what way? Set will be enjoying sun enough, so it's taking a bit longer to dry because, well, this is Limuru and it's cold, but we're doing the second coat now, and then the third and final coat I will do once I do all these walls. So once we do the walls in here, that's when we'll do the coats for the floors on the side. But look at how shiny. So this is with 1 coat and that's with 2 coats, but that's yet to dry, but it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Let me show you from this side. I always feel like this room, it's always easier to see stuff because of lighting. See what I mean? So this one has been completely done. This has 2 coats. Now we are leaving it to dry. So we'll leave this to dry overnight and tomorrow. As we leave these floors to dry, so they're going to dry overnight and tomorrow as well, because I want the final coat to have enough time to dry. That messes up my timeline, but like I said, it does not matter what this place looks like, but we're moving in on Saturday, so we're moving in on Saturday. Let me do what I need to do. Oh yeah, this is the part where I say remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Remember to leave a comment down below because that helps my channel. Watch the ads. Watch all the ads to completion if you can. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. a thumbs up. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Because again, that helps my channel. And if you would like to support me in the work that I do, the information on how you can do that will be left in the description box, as well as the fast pinned comment. I will see you back here in the next video, and before I go, I would like to thank all our M-pesa producers. Thank you for making this episode possible. And again, if you want to support me, the details will be in the description box. These are the people who've been supporting me through this journey, and even you by watching this video, sharing it with as many people as you can, putting it on your stories, because why not? And you can also annoy your family WhatsApp group with links, but then once they watch the video, they'll be like, oh, that was not annoying. See. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this one, and bye bye, adios, au revoir.